Hey everyone, welcome to Arch City Comics. I am Adam AF, here with my Zach style review of Bigfoot Bill, Shadow of the Mothman by Doug TenNapel. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't have a really gaudy, ugly, outdated comforter, and unfortunately there's a whole bunch of people in my house because otherwise I'd use my gaudy, outdated countertops, which work just as well, but I'm actually hiding in my son's room, so I don't have the right backdrop. But I know what you're thinking. This is not Bigfoot Bill. No, it's not. I wanted to illustrate a point here because after I got done reading Bigfoot Bill, when I went to put Bigfoot Bill on the shelf, Bigfoot Bill was too big for the B shelf. This is the whole stack here. You can see Bigfoot Bill at the bottom. It dwarfs every other book that I have on the shelves, pretty much, other than the absolute versions of DC's books. I also wanted to illustrate here. This was a crowdfunding book, the first one that I actually ever purchased. It was a Kickstarter that Ryan Brown did a few years back. Let's see, right here. Yeah, we got first printing right there in the cover. Here's another one off the B shelves from the DC library. First printing. You know what? I can keep going. The books keep getting bigger. This is the only one that actually even came close to being the same size. It's the same height. Bigfoot Bill is still wider by a pretty good margin there. And this is Ziggy Marijuana Man, art by Jim Mafood, and script by Joe Casey. Now this is unapologetically a SJW comic book, but it's still a pretty good read. It's entertaining. It's interesting. And here's Bigfoot Bill, Shadow of the Mothman by Doug TenNapel. Now I did the unboxing of this last week when I got it. It's a beautiful book, but it's huge. My goodness, Doug, you could have scaled it down just a little bit. I don't know what you were trying to compete with there. But what you totally dropped the ball, bud, on. You didn't put first printing on there. How could you not put first printing on there? Just come on. You dropped the ball, buddy. You dropped the ball a little bit. But anyhow, that aside, Bigfoot Bill's a good book. It is an all-ages tale about Bigfoot who escapes his prison in Los Angeles and tries to find his family. Gets into some shenanigans along the way. One of the things I would have liked to seen a little bit more detail in some of the line work. Some of it comes across a little rushed, which is stupid. It should not feel that way, unless that's what you were going for. If you wanted that kind of roughed out look, well then it's spot on. But I think it could have been a little cleaner. It's very cartoony. It's Doug TenNapel. If you ever were a fan of Earthworm Jim, it's got that. It feels like it could take place in the same universe. Reading it, I can hear Mr. TenNapel, his voice come through a couple times. But it's a decent read. Couple nitpicks that I did have. There was one scene in particular. I had these bookmarks. And then the bookmark fell out. And I said, screw it. Okay, so here we've got, it starts off, I love this scene where you've got Bigfoot Bill, he's climbing through the air duct and he slides down and then he does a little willy worm and then he comes out and and he comes crashing down. But what happens with his leg? Is he made out of rubber? What is the deal with that? How did his leg get behind his head and bent and not even an ow? I mean, that's kind of strange. Now I didn't get the ash can either, so I guess I missed out on a couple things. Like I didn't really understand. I didn't understand why Mothman. Where's that? That picture in the beginning is really good. I don't understand why he is part fallen angel. I get, does somebody, obviously not everybody got the ash can, but if that was something that was like hidden in there, maybe not the best choice, because I definitely wondered why the hell he had angel's wings. I found out he was part fallen angel from one of the trading cards, so I would have included maybe just a little bit more information and not made the ash can so exclusive. Also, while we're in the realm of powers, here when Bigfoot Bill's trying to escape, I don't understand I'm not sure if he's summoning this root to him, like Swamp Thing or like Poison Ivy would, control plants, but it's never explained and it's never brought up again. I mean, if that's a power he's got, then cool, but I mean, use it if it's there. But like I said, most of my critiques are just little nitpicks. Some things that I feel like should be more ironed out at this point in the game. There's a lot of eyes on this book. Putting it together, Doug. There was 2 colorists and maybe 4 assistant colorists and editor. Blah 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 blah. People. All Doug's people. The way this scene flowed really kind of bothered me. The way the bubbles read upwards, because your line of sight is coming down, and that does not read properly. Just saying, just a little, like I said, nitpick there. And then one other thing. This is a pretty decent story. Like you could definitely, it's all ages. You could read it to your kids. There was the one. One thing that when he gets, this scene, this bothered me too. This needs to be pushed over, like just a smidge. You're covering up a really good pinup up beside in there, which should not. I mean, just come on. That kind of stuff bothers me, and shouldn't be done at this point in the game. Anyway, one other real nitpick that I had was towards the end. Here it is. So he's got the Kraken suit on, and he's reached his full power potential, and he spouts off this jibber jabber that appears a couple times throughout the book. But come darkness, come to us night. Dude, what the hell is this? This is just cheesy, cringeworthy dialogue. Ooh. Oh, that one really got to me. And at a pivotal moment, because the artwork's really cool, it's really detailed, the colors really pop, and you've got this terrible line dragging the scene down. That should have been rewritten a little bit. But all in all, I would say I'd give this book, we'll give it 4 arches out of 5. It's not perfect. It's awesome though. It's well worth the money, even though it doesn't say first printing. If he prints any more of these, hopefully these will be exclusive in some way, either with the binding or the size or the inlay, something hardbound, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, anyway, thanks for joining me. If you like it, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, and I will see you all next time.